What's good, YouTube? Welcome back. Dub Digital, crypto news, macro trends. Give me a subscribe if you appreciate the content. I'm coming to you every single day with the hottest TA in the cryptoverse. Today we got KNC, that Kyber Network. It's bleeding. Let's get to the charts. We got Kyber, BTC pair. Check it out, guys. I'm gonna stay zoomed out on the monthly. I know you want me to go all up in that 4-hour right now, but I ain't gonna. I'm gonna stay out on this monthly right here and show you the long-term trend. Guys, this doesn't look like the end of the world. There's been a lot of red in this chart, but do you see the obvious curvature of the structure? We're going down now, but long-term, big time thinking, we're going up. Should the trend continue in a macro way, increasing in a slightly steeper curvature over time? This is exactly what happens, guys. You guys want me to keep going? I will. So guys, in crypto, I can only tell you my experience, but I do this just to show you that yes, crypto goes down in a long-term trend, but I'm pretty sure that was like the last 3 years. We're no longer on the downside. I believe we are on the upward side, the upward swing, baby. James, I don't want to hear it, man. I want to go to the 4-hour. I want to see the intraday. What? Hey, hold up, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me show you the macro view, if it's cool. Ha. Let's be rational about this. Let's think this through. We just finished getting out of the cycle low, which was like August or November of 2019. I don't know. I don't want to drill down into it. If we measure there to the current cycle high, which is August, just last month, that would be a price increase of approximately 818%. That's pretty wild. Could you fault an asset for correcting approximately 30% of that 800%? No. Guys, we can go to the 4-hour and we will go to the 4-hour, but we don't really have to, because all your questions about price of KNC can be answered by this monthly chart right here. I'm about to draw it out for y'all, but let's go hit the fundamentals first so you can understand what the geometry is saying and what's happening under the surface. Kyber Network, Twitter feed, here we go again. All right, let's go down this thing really quick to see if there's anything worthwhile seeing here. That didn't take long. Despite the advantages of on-chain market making for DeFi, market makers have focused on centralized exchanges. Based on our research with Accelerate DeFi, we explain the benefits of on-chain market making and its difference of off-chain systems. Dang. What does that mean for Kyber? It means more and more people are participating in the Kyber ecosystem, meaning more and more money is leaking into the Kyber ecosystem. More and more money is finding a reason to stay in the Kyber ecosystem. You want to sell digital assets 24/7? Kyber got you. You want decentralized liquidity from all over the world? Kyber got you. You don't do the KYC that all these other big exchanges want you to do? Kyber got you. And that's why it's important to know fundamentals play into this just as much as technicals, because fundamentals are the things that are going to keep you from selling when things get scary, and they will. But check this out. Decentralized finance DeFi has experienced strong growth over the past year. Decentralized finance DeFi has experienced strong growth over the past year. The total value locked up in DeFi dApps, on-chain trade volume, and popularity of DeFi tokens have all increased substantially. Professional market makers account for 78% to 80% of all trade volume happening on Kyber, generating over $1 billion in US in on-chain trading volume so far. We are achieving close to 30 BPS of profit on average of our in-house market making operations, which far exceeds the market making industry norms in centralized exchanges. And below they give you a beautiful chart. Kyber Network monthly USD volumes, y'all. It's going up pretty drastically starting in August 2019. In August 2019, you can see that Kyber Network in USD liquidity on the chain was less than 100 million. Now we're more than double 100 million, or probably 8 times higher than when they started measuring this data in August of 2019. Today, or at least the last time they updated in July 2020, we are almost topping 300 million. That's crazy, guys. So if you're sitting here looking at the chart, seeing the red happening, and even if there's more red to go, this is why we go over the fundamentals, so you guys know what you got. You guys know what the big money's doing. Right now, the big money is flowing more and more into Kyber, which means if you stake your Kyber, don't you guys get a percentage of the exchange fees? And more money's coming in. So if this pattern keeps up, just from a passive cash flow perspective, just from like recurring interest from these fees, you will get more and more money. That is what this is saying. If the trend continues, and the trend trend does happen to continue until something stops it. Hey, each his own. Let's get back to the charts. We back. Check it out. We're on the 1 day on Kyber Network. Okay, guys, we're more zoomed up to an area that we've been going over very regularly here. If you guys have been following me covering this asset, you'll know that I drew these two boxes. One was red. That means bad. One was yellow. It means less bad, but it's still, it's kind of sketchy. At the time I started covering that, we were up here. I stated that, hey, there wasn't much support put into these structures. You could tell by these right here. When there's a lack of up, down, up, down, up, down, that means that one side of the buying equation is not getting their say. And in this situation, I would say it's the selling side. The bulls ran wild with it, shot it up 40%. That was a hard dose of reality. And now we've been kind of bleeding down, slow movement, and actually we fell out of this triangle here that we've been monitoring. We wanted it to keep coiling and do a clean shot up, but that's the thing with triangles, guys. Sometimes it falls out, it peters out. Doesn't mean that the asset is bad though. It just means the timing has to shift. Guys, this is why it's important to be very patient. Cross over to the investing side. Drop the term trading, trying to get profit, trying to determine when your profit needs to happen. Because when you're investing, you could be chill about this stuff. You see it shoot up about 165%, you have to be okay with letting that thing run away. You gotta be okay with it going away and never seeing it again. There's always another train at the train station, bro. The very worst case scenario, you don't get in on this and this thing runs to the moon. The best case scenario is the asset abides by the rules of gravity and falls back down. We had a drop of 44% over approximately 2 months. See, guys? Everything reverts back to the mean. Remember, so I'm all the way zoomed up, right? This thing looks horrible. Can it drop down another 30%? It can, and I've been stating that, guys. But let me show you what's really happening on the long-term trend. We back on a monthly. This chart falling out of the structure, scary stuff, right? Can we agree on that? How about it, guys? Was this, or is this currently a support resistance flip currently occurring on a very long-term time frame? James, you're staking my entire crypto Kyber bag on this little wick to hold up this gargantuan sell candlestick? What's wrong with you, bro? Yeah, okay, I hear what you're saying. Okay, let's talk about it. Yeah, you're right. They were just wicks at price points. They can collapse. So FYI, guys, this thing might be able to drop, let's say 25% or so. And I'm not saying that because it's the most likely thing to happen. I'm doing this to penetrate your subconscious, to help you understand that when there's areas that just go up straight, they go down straight. And sometimes it's at like the worst times, bro. So just be mindful. But if you're smart and you leave some dry powder, you can capitalize and turn that collapse into a discount. We change and we dictate the situation. All it takes is some forethought, some patience, and being okay with missing a move. That's why you got bags. We got a drying out of volume. It's been drying out ever since June. Guys, the one thing with drying out volume, it's good when you're in a winding, coiling pattern. The bad thing though, guys, is when something's bleeding out, it's prone to bleed downwards in price. It can keep grinding down. And because we're sitting at this kind of line where there's some air pockets here, this grinding can get worse before it gets better. Just want to let you guys know. Once this thing has a couple tests on the support line, it stays above, then I'll be more confident redrawing the structure and adjusting it to see where we're sitting at. But right now, it's at a critical point. But if you play your hard cards right, you can always come and make a bad thing a good thing. All right, guys, quick update for y'all. Just want to show you what's going on because I saw Kyber bleeding and I said my homies might need me. But the moral story, guys, is this: assets go up, assets go down. Digital assets go way up and way down. Sometimes they go way down before they go way up. Do you feel me? The only time people get in trouble when they try to invest, when they try to dictate the timing to the investment. That's not right. As investors, we are analysts of value. Patience is key, y'all. Until next time, I'm Dub Digital. Crypto news, macro trends. Give me a subscribe. Peace.